back, and when it comes back, it comes with so much like emotion, even if it's like sadness, even if it's wonder, even if it's confusion, like it's just coming back with it's so emotionally charged. That was like, I feel like I'm over this, but the way it keeps coming back, I'm clearly not.
Because the question at the end.
Yeah. So it's like, what am I gonna do about this? Like I used to ask Inchi so much, and she'd be like, I feel like you're going to need to talk to him at some point. Like I think like if it keeps coming back, it's one thing for it to come back once, it's normal. Twice, yeah, this person was in your life for like years. But if it keeps coming back to you periodically over time, dreams, like vision, like you're just like chilling and it just comes back, like I think there's some stuff that's unresolved that you might need to get out, or that you might need to talk about. Like even if it's not that you become friends anymore, I do think that you guys should have a conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell nah.
And that conversation was tough though. I do remember the day it happened. Shout out to everybody in my life right now. The day it happened was like, she handed me, for be free, we talk. And I was like, oh shit. Because I already told my current partner, like, that relationship is over, we're not going to talk again. So for me to have that conversation with her again, she was not very happy about it. But that day was pretty tough, sure. Actually, it was very nice because we did before we had the conversation. We kind of had like little chit chat. What are you doing? I'm working. What are you doing? I'm also working. And then it was like, okay, tomorrow we'll talk after work and blah blah blah. We ended up talking at like.
It was calm.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a fight. It wasn't like a blowout. It was actually just a conversation. Yeah.
I think, the same way the question of why did he do this was ringing in your head. What was ringing in my head was I don't want to be friends anymore. Actually, was ringing in my head because I don't know why that's like a thing for me, but whenever I hear a specific, like a form of rejection that's so definite, it repeats in my head for a while. Because even that question mark thing also repeats for me, because like why this person made a decision, but actually used to run me mad. Because anytime I would ask anyone what their answer was, it would just be it would be worse than not even knowing. So
yeah,
I changed that. I haven't changed that, but yeah, that whole I don't want to be friends anymore. Still, it was in my head for a while, sure. For the entire time, I think.
For the entire time, yeah. It kept coming back, man. I really couldn't shake it. And at the time that I now finally decided to answer it, unfortunately, like I had a partner as well. And I think for them, it was this kind of the thing of like, they were more a person who is like, if somebody's in your past, then your past. They're not somebody who would spend time dwelling on like, oh, I had this friend, I like this friend, and we were like really close, and I miss them. Like they just didn't have those. They didn't share those sentiments. They couldn't understand. They couldn't see that perspective, and neither did they really want to. So it did cause like a rift, like it caused like a fight at first, and it was like we couldn't even really talk about it. Like it just would cause like really high emotions, and then after when we could talk about it, they were just kind of like, like if you need to do this for you, then do it. I'm not going to stop you from doing something that you genuinely feel like you need to do. Like you should do it if that's what you want to do. And so I did. I did that shit. We had the conversation. It went really well. Like I feel like it was definitely a perspective change for me. Again, I keep saying perspective. I feel like, and it's just because I realized that like I think life is a game of perspective. Like however you look at things really shapes how you handle them, really shapes how they play out for you. Like even if something bad happens to you, the way that you would look at the bad thing really changes how the degree to which it would affect you. Like if you look at it and you're like, oh, this is it, that my life is over, like your life will be over because you're already carrying all those feelings, you're already carrying all that heaviness, you've already decided that this thing is going to stop me or change me in some major way. But when it's like a different way of looking at it and you're like, oh, like it wasn't that serious, like it had like there were other factors here that I was not seeing. This other person also had their own perspective that they were looking through that were making us like clash. Like it just was like an eye-opener, that conversation for me personally, where it was just like I was carrying so much weight, so much like anger, so much sadness, so much like distrust from that, when truly it should have just been more of a thing of we just needed time. Like I think trying to switch from that relationship to a friendship was like the worst thing that we did. Even though the idea of it was like, okay, I really care about you and I don't want to lose like this friendship I have with this bond I have with you. You always need time. Like you can't switch from being someone's like intimate partner, their romantic partner, to their friend, and just expect everything to go off and on. Like it's not a light switch. Like it's your feelings at the end of the day.
I think I didn't personally. I didn't trust that if we had time apart, that would still be guys.
That would still be friends. Yeah.
So like maybe sometimes I know some people that after 2 years they just become completely different
people. Yeah.
And so I was just like worried about that. Just like, oh my god, I don't want that shit to happen. So I think that's one of the reasons I wasn't like pushing for the motion of let's stop yanning for X amount of time. Because even during that X amount of time, I would have maybe been checking on one or two. Because I was like, oh, how's your life going? But this one I didn't have any perspective on checking anything. It's like friendship is over, let that shit go. So.
Yeah, I think you blocked me. That was really funny. I think I remember checking because obviously that you can't check small like what's happening, And I was like, just damn, I can't find shit.
Blocked too. I always do it. If I don't block you, I didn't like you like that.
I can't find that Instagram. I can't find that Twitter. What's going on, man? I was like, shit, they blocked me. They logged me. Damn.
I blocked all their accounts.
Yeah.
Because Twitter does this thing where if you mute someone, I don't know if it still does it, but if you mute someone before, you still show up on your timeline.
That's pretty annoying.
Like I would mute so many people and someone would retweet it and
it's still showing.
And I was wondering Egosa at the time we used to retweet love your tweets.
Yeah, oh my god.
Some of Egosa are big now.
It's like, guy, please now.
So I'll go to Egosa's page and turn off her retweets.
And it would still...
Because you're having some really popular tweets.
Yeah, that's just say
a really long time until 2022. And then, so there was no way to escape that.
There's actually no way to escape that.
And I was on Twitter all the time, so that's block. That was kind of needed.
Real.
I need the blocking thing, I think. I've already seen your tweets every single day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was always just yapping. So much to say, like, shut the fuck up.
Averaging like maybe 80 to 100.
No, like a day, like I was always talking. Yeah.
So that's kind of how everything started again.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, were you worried, like when we started yanning again, whether I wouldn't have changed at all?
No. Because for me, like, we had grew, like, it was like, what, two years or so we stopped talking for 2-3 years. But 3 years, like, I was like, there's no way you're still the same person. Like, even just I had grown up in a way, like, even though that I was carrying all of that with me, like, through that relationship, I was like, I dropped a lot of, like that relationship I was in really helped me like let go of like the general distrust of people. So like the last strand for me was talking to you because I was like, there's still like I'm still so unsettled about this particular situation. I'm not trying to generalize it anymore. I don't want to generalize it anymore. But like something here is still like unresolved. Like I can't let this go. So I know that I had changed so much. I had grown so much. There was no way that you were still the same person. Like I wasn't even remotely worried about that. I was just more kind of like, would you even want to talk to me? Like I think my thing was like, as I'm texting him now, like he can just aim me because at the end of the day, I'm the one that said let's stop yanning. Like you have every right to be like, hey, fuck this babe. I'm not giving her no closure. I'm not talking. I'm not seeing anything. And I think that's what I was more worried about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Same intensity.
No, yeah, that was it. Like I don't know, our friends. Like our friends now is calm. I feel like that was very like I don't know. I think about it like when I talk to people about it, or like when somebody like asks me, or like the people that know us from the relationship time when they see us now again and they're like, I'm always just like calm down, like calm down, like. Calm down.
Just chill, man.
Just chill.
Yeah. But I think it's fine, personally. All the side eyes and whatever, I think it's okay. Yeah. I don't think that should ever be...
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I think it's like, because I had more like issues with it in my relationship, and this kind of made me see that, like, I don't know. I think for me, like, even with this video, the whole point of me doing this video is kind of like to tell people, like, people are more than the experiences that you have with them. Like, just because, like, I think, because one thing I always had repeated back to me is like, oh, but like, you've been intimate with this person, like, is it not weird? Is it not? I'm not looking at you and thinking to myself, oh, you see me like that's not the fair. Like I feel like it's really weird when I hear those perspectives just because of how different my perspective is from them. Where it's like, oh, this person has like it's like that's not what I'm thinking about when I see my friend. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's not like it shouldn't be the first thing. Like that person is more than those experiences I had with them in that point of time, especially now that I'm so much older, so much more has changed. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, it's just not something that I think about. That's not how I see them. Like, even I would have like this argument where it's like, oh, you keep calling them your friend, like that's your ex, and I'm like, why would I come outside and be like, hey, my ex? Do you get what I mean? Like, if I'm going out, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to my friend's house. Like, I'm going to go see my friend. I'm going to like, I guess I understood in the sense of like transparency. Like, okay, yes, they're your friend now, but they're also your ex. Like, I always understood that point of view from somebody who would be dating one of us who's like, that's your ex at the end of the day. Like, to me, that's now with you in a romantic situation. I'm not necessarily going to feel comfortable with the fact that you're now talking to somebody who was very pivotal in your life, friendship wise, and also very pivotal in your life, relationship wise. Like, I completely get it. My thing is like, I think sometimes it did frustrate me because it's like, this is genuinely just my friend, and it's very myopic to always reduce it to that's your ex. And when people talk about it, like so many people view like oh, I would never be friends with my ex. I would never like stuff like that. Like, it's very hard to then say this is my best friend or one of my best friends who is also my ex. It then just gives a vibe of maybe they're still doing something. Oh, maybe they still like each other. Like just like leave them, they'll stop being delusional. I'm like, no, there's like other perspectives to that as well. Like, yes, we're not ignorant to the fact that some people say this is my best friend and they're kissing at the back. Yes, we're not ignorant to the fact that people say this is my ex and they're kissing at the back. Like that does happen, but there's multiple like situations in between these spectrums that do happen, and I feel like I don't know. I think why I see all the time people reducing people to just the experience they had with them, and that's fine because it is your life, right? It's your life, it's your perspective. What this person was, they were just playing a part in your story. They were a reflection of something that was meant to happen for you in your story. I get that, but it's like for me in my story, I feel like the way I've started in my life now is like people are not experienced. Be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you let into. Be careful which person you associate with, because they're going to take you through a portal. They're going to kind of take you through what it is to be you with them in your life. So it's like you have to be very aware of the people that you're choosing to be around. And for me, you are somebody that I'm actively choosing to be around because you are my friend. I have this bond with you. I've always had this bond with you. We've explored the bond in multiple ways, but the fact is that bond has always been there regardless of what was going on. Even when we weren't talking, it was still another. Like, if I ever saw you somewhere you were in trouble, I wouldn't drive and be like, hey, fuck that nigga. Do you get what I mean? Like, I would have still been like, what's happening? Do you get what I mean? Like, that's my friend. Like, are you good? Like, okay, we're not friends anymore. We don't talk anymore. But are you good? Kind of beat. So I don't know. I think that's why I tried to do this video and kind of talk through it. I'll try and do shit like this. That's like, I just want something like raw. I'll try and do like more things. Like, I'm trying to think of like other factors of my life that could be like nice to talk through. But I do want to do more things like this where it's just like slice of my reality, like just to give perspective changes to people, just to give like different views. I don't know. I think it's important to hear different types of experiences from your own, so that you kind of broaden your mind and you don't just like feel the need to judge people all the time. But yeah, thank you so much. You have anything to say?
No, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Subscribe, man. Try to subscribe.
Subscribe, man. I'll see you guys later. Bye.